All right, well, we should be live. Our normal Friday game, not in effect today. We would normally be playing some BX Dungeons and Dragons. Instead, Bill is the game master tonight, and he's running us through some swords and wizardry, so I can have a little break and I can play. Dion
Despite the
is
fact that it
still,
says GM on your name.
yeah, despite that, Dion is still on vacation, so maybe we will be returning back next week to BX. But until then, Bill, take it over.
Hey, I'm Bill. I am the game master for this evening. This is a semi-short adventure that I wanted to use just to test out the Swords and Wizardry rule set on Fantasy Grounds because I have not used it in a game yet. So that being said, let's even though I know you just chose them, let's go through who your characters are. Richard, who are you playing today?
Hi there. I am Richard, and I am playing the human wizard, Hugh Man.
Nice. Okay, and Bert.
I am playing Atticus, the half-elven fighter who is unfortunately, since the way we're doing this is the screen that everyone is seeing tonight. So there we go.
All right, and Jameis, who are you this evening?
Gotcha. I'm playing the halfling thief, not Scribbleshanks. Flintwort was the name I ended up going with.
All right. Let me share the map, see if this will pop up for everybody.
Not a problem. Oh, yeah, there it is for me. It's a big black screen for me,
That's what I see at the moment.
whereas I see an actual thing on Bert's screen.
Yep.
Did you need to give us light, or do we need to give ourselves light or something?
Or maybe we can't see because we're not. Oh no, we don't have dark vision.
That's
Or
another
whatever it is.
possibility.
Yep, could be. Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't have a source of light that I can see.
I have an oil lamp. I'm carrying it. Now it is equipped.
Let's see. I could just do away with this and do the thing. Let me see how I do that.
I think we did this before. It's in options.
Oh, see how prepared we are.
Party
so I was
vision
just
and
thinking.
movement. So Bill, under token party vision and movement, I think you have to have that on, maybe.
Ah,
I can see.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, that was what it was. Okay.
all right. And you should all see the dice tower now. It's one of my favorite features of Fantasy Grounds, actually. That's when they ask you to make like a roll for something, you can drop it in there, and I can see it, but you cannot.
Okay, never really worked out what that was about.
Okay, so this is I have no backstory at all. So
We're in the nameless dungeon of dungeonness.
We appear ex nihilo.
do you guys want, since we only have 3 players, do you want me to choose like an NPC and you guys can just direct them and I'll
The cleric would be nice to have.
Okay. I will be the cleric. Let me choose him and drag him into the thing here.
Well,
You're assuming we bother to survive. The first level cleric, you have 1 healing spell, and that's it. So.
well, this is another fine mess you've gotten us into, isn't it? God, I don't know why I'm adventuring with you two anymore. Good Lord, how have you got us into this? Oh.
Well, we came down there near
I
stairs,
believe
and then
you all have a healing potion as well.
possibly.
If you don't, you
Nope.
should.
Not unless
Not
it's
that
hidden
I
in
can
my
see.
backpack.
How do you open the damn backpack again?
Okay,
Again, I don't think there's anything in there.
do not have healing potion either.
Nope, I don't have healing potions. I have a water skin. Delicious healing water.
Let me see what I can do about that.
We're using Fantasy Grounds tonight, by the way, for those of you that may tune into just the audio version of this.
All right.
And if you're not watching the audio version, close your eyes and there you are.
All right.
There we go.
Atticus,
Right.
you should have one now. And
Yep, there it is. It just popped in.
Hugh Man, you should have one as well. I mean, and Flintwort does not. Let me give you one.
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could have all done that had we needed to. Unless
Well,
you-
you
Yep.
drag and drop it. Cool.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just a entry with the word healing potion. Which works. We don't need anything more than that. We know it's a healing potion, so let's...
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, the excitement.
All right, you have heard there is much adventure and great treasure to be had in this newly uncovered complex in the side of a hill somewhere. There's a mysterious door, and as you open the door, there are stairs that lead down into the darkness.
Because we all have debts to pay with 10 children. We're adventuring to get away from the 10 children, not necessarily
coming
to
to
make
it.
money.
Oh, not my children, but I get the idea.
Human cleric says you cannot prove that the children are his.
I thought we were going to a complex, not another dungeon. Ugh. All
Well, if
right,
it's not
well.
simple, then it is complex. There you go.
Oh, I see. We're going to use semantics, are we now? Right.
Well, let's check
Oh, is
out
that-
this door.
It leads down into an archway. Oh, I have things set to where I have to approve moves. I'm going to
Oh, dear God.
change
Well,
that.
I mean, did you see the way the light source jumped up there? That was great.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I have the tokens unlocked, so you shouldn't need me to approve it anymore.
Okay,
True,
but I can't see
but I have
anything
also
anymore.
just lost sight of everything.
Yep,
Go-
I cannot see.
Help! Help! I blame everybody but me.
Perhaps the light sources got left on the floor.
So nobody can see anything now?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just all look at Bert's screen.
All right, let me see what I can do here.
Hey, it's how I usually play.
All right. Yep. The wonders of Fantasy Grounds, folks.
Despite this rough start, I do prefer it to Roll20.
Although I don't understand why I have vision, because looking at the sheet, I don't have dark vision anywhere. It's not in the power section.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right, now.
There might be some other thing you've unlocked, Bert, under options.
Could be.
Oh, here we go.
Can't see these things now.
Okay, I'm just going to uncover it as you go because that's easier and I don't want to have to take too much time to figure out line of sight. Line of sight's awesome, it just doesn't seem to always work the way I want it to. Or at least I don't know how to make it. Maybe
I was
I'm
going to say,
not
we
smart.
are inept.
Alright, so let's mask mode here.
No, yeah, we can drag the turret around as well. So
Mhm.
we don't have
Okay,
to-
so Dark, musty air, paper-thin cobwebs, dust from years upon years of laying. This is flavor text that I wrote. As soon as people enter the room, let's see what happens.
Oh, by the
Three
way,
weird skeletons who looks like they are just cobbled together from old bones and rusty weapons dropped from the ceiling. Weapons are rusty. Each skeleton is wearing a thin necklace with an opal on it and wearing a thin silver bracelet. And everyone should roll initiative.
I take it back. Under senses, it does say dark vision for my half elf. Roll initiative, you say?
Yes.
do we get cards, Bill? I know you like to give out cards.
Oh, shoot. I completely forget to give. I don't know how to implement cards with this.
1.
Also 1.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes, you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it first. I mean, assuming that we all get individual initiatives.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Forget."
No, it's typically for sorcerers we don't know.
I think Swords and Wizardry does, but I haven't played it.
Oh yeah, where's the combat tracker? There we go.
It's the cross swords up at the top.
Okay, they got 5, so let's see, cards.
Oh wow, it did not populate our rolls into the combat
Or
tracker.
maybe it did, and it only took the last one that was done.
Oh yeah, you know what? Probably so.
Nah.
Ah, right. Yeah.
I mean, we can test this by somebody rolling again.
Here, let's test it.
Yeah,
Yep, that's what it is. Okay, so Bill, it's by side, Bill.
All right, okay. Well,
Okay.
we have learned a thing thanks to the magic of Fantasy Ground.
All right, so I will give out cards this time. In case you don't know what the cards are, they're Bill Webb's book cards of dirty tricks. They're just neat little things that only last a game session. You can play your card at any time. You don't have to wait for your turn, and you can give your card to somebody else. At the end of the session, they go away. And I've been doing a thing lately. If you don't like the card you have, you can exchange it for a free re-roll of any die roll that you make. Richard, your card today is It Puts the Lotion on Its Skin. This gives you a +4 armor class for 3 rounds.
Oh.
As
As a wizard, that will probably be helpful.
Okay. Well, this should come in handy, Bert. Your card is Why You Try to Bury Me in the Cold, Cold Ground. With this, you get to cast Raise Dead.
Okay.
And yeah, some of these cards won't apply.
That's not good.
Not that one, not that one, not that one.
No. Well, some of these are just not going to apply in this game.
No, understood.
Okay. No, I like this. Okay, Jameis, your card gets Follow the Gourd. With this, you gain 1 holy water vial. And holy water can be used against undead for 2d6 damage. You basically just treat it like a missile attack.
If only we were up against some undead.
I don't see that happening.
If only. And does anybody want to trade their card for a reroll?
Not right now.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, come on, Bert. Okay, so these skeletons drop down, and I think you guys had 6 before, so I'll send you back to that initiative because, you know.
I mean, 3 of the 4 dice rolls we made was 1, so.
Okay, so Atticus, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, there seems to be a skeleton pretty close to me here. I think I will attack it with my +1 bastard sword.
Ooh.
All right.
Eat bastard, you bastard. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Does an 11 hit?
That will not hit, no. Let me make sure in the options that I have that. I think this gives me a choice of ascending or descending armor class. Does not. Let's see, you're dropping it on the skeleton right near you, so that is a miss. And yeah, you can drop your attack right on the either in the combat tracker or on the token on the map, and it should roll the attack and tell you if you missed or did not.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, Jameis, what are you doing?
Yeah. Might be able to. How do I drag the attack?
Okay.
Like that.
Yes, that will hit. So now you drop the damage on that.
Ooh, minimum damage.
1 point of damage. Ouch.
Which ones did you attack? Oh, I can see Weird Skeleton 1 was attacked.
Which is the one down the bottom.
All right.
All right. And
You've got one right beside you, so I don't know if
Yeah.
you get that one.
I thought it was going to be safe by the door, but hey. I will bonk them with a staff because I don't really.
You don't use your one magic spell?
I don't think Charm Person will work for some reason. Nope. All right.
No.
you can trade that for like magic missile if you want.
I'll hit them with a staff. Well, I would hit them with a staff if I could work out how to hit them with a staff.
You under the attack column, you drag that 0 or whatever it is.
Aha.
across the
All right.
bottom.
Yep. Gotcha.
I say 0.
Foolishly, I was trying to drag the type.
And that will
Miss. I slash wildly with my staff.
hit. All right.
Eh.
So Human, seeing the wizard, the wizard
he is
get
human.
attacked, will probably run over here and bash it with his mace.
Come on, turn undead. That's what you do to cleric.
Oh, that's right. That's what he would do, huh?
That's what you do to undead.
No. Why would you do that?
All right. Let me see how that works here.
That's what Galen does all the time. Undead, turn undead. One of those things, regardless of what's going on and whatever.
Okay,
consequences may
so
happen.
2d10. All right, that's 12, and doesn't have the table in here. That's okay. I happen to have my handy dandy rule book, and I have that page bookmarked because I have to look at this every single time I run a Swords and Wizardry game.
Yeah, I know what it is for BX, as in you roll to see what level attack and you roll to see how many hit dice, but I don't know Swords and Wizardry. Strangely, I know how it works in BX. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Ah, here we go. Oh yeah, that is more than enough to turn them. So for their turn, they turn around and run. If you guys want to get a swipe at them as they run, you can. Although I believe that stops their turning.
I let my one run away.
Okay, so he
Brave
will
adventurer,
run. He'll get to about here. This guy. Is anybody going to attack one on the way out?
Yeah, so
All have a chance to do that.
now they can run ahead and set off all the traps. So we don't have sheep with us, so they'll just be the skeletons.
Okay, so now and it is preventing me from letting them run outside. Maybe this one will run out here.
That's good to me.
He's still on here, so. Okay, so that is that round. The next round, they're just going to run away. So, what are you guys going to do? You going to just let them run?
Yeah, I'm not planning on doing anything.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
You're muted, but in case you you're nodding along, but just in case you didn't know.
Oh, there's backstab.
Aha! I was double muted on the microphone and on StreamYards. As I was saying that, yes, having them flee before us to set off any traps would be a wonderful idea.
All right. Okay, so they've all run away. They've gone through the doors, and
These doors are open, are they? All right.
well, they had to open them on the way there. So
And they didn't set off any traps.
nope,
Good to know.
they did not.
Oh, is there anything in this room?
Well,
You said they were coming from the ceiling or falling from the ceiling? Let's have a
yeah,
look.
they came
Look
into
up
the
there.
ceiling. There were just little holes in the ceiling that they dropped through.
How tall are the ceilings? Can we get a look at that? Like, where did they come
About
from?
15 feet. Yeah, you could probably get up there. They're about 15 feet up, but
Okay, yeah, I would like to take a look to see, like, is there another floor above us and they're staging up there or something?
okay. How are you going to do that?
Somebody light, just here, stand on my shoulders, take a look, or vice versa. If somebody's I'm probably light, being a half elf. Human looks like they're very sturdy.
Ah! What?
Here, bend down. Let me get up there.
Ah! Ow! My back! And the rest of me. Oh, what can you see? Don't just be standing on my back for no reason.
I'm moving the torch around, but I don't seem to be seeing anything yet.
Yeah, it looks like it was just you see other little piles of bones. It looks like they were just kind of, there's a very small space that they were stuffed up in, and they dropped and assembled on the way. And they're like rusty scimitars with them. But yeah, there's not another floor for like creatures to walk around in.
All right. Well, I just call all this down, and if I don't see anything else up there,
Okay.
We spend the next 10 hours checking every single bone to make sure it's not hiding something interesting. To get one copy coin.
Okay, you've got 2 doors. You've got both of them to the east, one to the north, and one to the south.
Oh.
Do we?
Right.
I see. Right. Yes, I understand the
Closed,
geography of this
open.
room now.
Okay, apparently this door is saying it's open, but it's not showing me anything.
You're not able to go through it.
Nope.
There's nothing beyond there. It's all black.
Oh my gosh. What is it doing? All right, let's see how this works.
Yes. Right, can see all of the rooms again.
Arg.
technology, folks, isn't it grand?
I'm certain there are detailed resources of how this works. We just haven't bothered to read any.
Yeah. Who reads anymore?
You.
All right, see if you can go through it now.
Nope.
Nope. See if I can drag you through, and I cannot drag you through. That's weird.
There is nothing there. That's it. That's the dungeon. It's just this room. There's some doors here. But
3 skeletons. That's fine.
Oh, that's so... All right, let me see what I can...
I think you could just turn off all of the obstacle stuff and just reveal it, as you were saying, using just fog of war type of thing.
Oh, then probably, let's see what happens if I do that.
So Roll20 has all this great stuff. It's just not incredibly obvious how to use it all. I do not like the moving the map button. Hey ho!
See if that allows... Okay, now it does allow you to move through. Yeah.
Yep. Can't go down, but yeah, I can go up to here and have a peek around.
All right, and that leads to another door.
Wait for me. Don't leave me behind.
Oh, we're all going this way?
Well, it would make sense to stick together. I mean...
Wasn't we did, okay, I just chose this room.
I mean, it'd probably be fine if you guys split up.
Yep. And sooner or later, those skeletons are going to come back after they're done running away.
Actually, when you turn the corner, you see a pile of bones and a rusty scimitar. It looks like it just, decomposed, or whatever the term would be. Decompiled, whatever, as it ran down the hallway.
I mean, I'm not an undead expert, but can I have a look over it and see if there's any reason why the animating force would have stopped deanimating it? I mean, it's not like chopped up by a giant axe blade that swung out from a hidden place.
No, I mean, it's not. They're not in great conditions. They were kind of rickety when they dropped down.
Oh, okay.
But they're not doing anything weird. They don't look any different than they did when you saw them before, except they're not together and not like moving around trying to kill them.
Well, don't worry. This previously animated skeleton that had a life force of its own just deanimated itself for no reason whatsoever. It is not weird in any way at all.
We live in a world of magic and dragons and dungeons. I don't
Exactly.
see anything weird about this at all.
Oh no, we definitely don't live in a world of Dungeons and Dragons. We live in a world of swords and wizardry.
Well, you're a wizard. There you go. Halfway done, and he's got a sword. We're good.
Yeah.
We covered all the bases.
What do you bring to this party then?
Anything interesting about the scimitar?
No, it looks pretty normal. It's just a rusty scimitar. At least from what you can tell.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's junk. It's rusty. Let's check out this other door then.
It's
Okay.
impenetrable.
Iron banded wood. Looks, doesn't look nothing remarkable about it that you can see.
And yet it's impenetrable.
You doing anything with the door? You're just going to open it and walk through.
It's open. It's open. When I hover over the thing, it says open.
Ignore this roll, Bill. I'm just checking something.
Okay.
I cannot get through the door.
Okay, yeah, I have to uncover it. I have not figured out how to work the controls of this thing yet, so I can do that.
I'm not going to check for traps. What do you think I am, a thief?
I feel that halflings get a bad rap, and they're not always thieves.
Okay.
You go.
You're a thief or you're a cook. You choose one.
I should have been the human assassin.
So, were you going to check it out? You going to just open the door?
I open the door, peek through, and see that those just two.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is there a flavor description to read?
No, it's it's musty like the rest of it, but you see it's got an interesting looking carpet. There's a door on the eastern end of the room. There are two of these kind of 8-foot tall, wicked looking sets of black armor, each leaning on a wicked looking large broadsword.
All right, I tell you what.
There's a pedestal in the middle of the room, and you can kind of see an hourglass on it.
Oh no, more hourglasses. Before we step into the room, can I kind of just angle myself so I have a shot? I want to stick an arrow into one of these things to see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
Probably. Yeah, you want to, if you're not attacking a token, just drag it into the chat window.
17.
Yeah, what are you shooting at?
I don't think I can ping either. So the suit of armor that's in the bottom, the southeastern corner.
Okay. It wedges into a some sort of crack in the armor, and nothing happens.
Okay. Well, that's heartening.
If you say so.
I walk back here. I pick up the remains of the skeleton, and I just throw it into the room.
Okay.
Try to get it to land somewhere near that hourglass.
It lands right next to it. Or you throwing it up on the pedestal?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It lands on top of the pedestal. Nothing. The sword clangs to the ground, but a couple of the bones stick up there. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
I'm going in. I'm not standing on the carpet. I'm sort of coming around the side here. I want to examine it because I don't trust it.
I'll put my bow away and draw my bastard sword and come in.
Okay, you're looking at the carpet, Jameis?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the armor. The one to the northeast here at the top of the room.
The carpet is pretty ornate. It's not threadbare like you'd expect from the kind of smell and feel of the tomb. It's pretty decent condition. Might be worth a little money if you could get it up. That didn't come out right. That's not what I meant.
I'll say Richard's doing anything first before
I'm standing in the doorway supervising at the moment. That's fine. I'm just looking around.
Using the blade of my dig, I'm just going to see if there's a sort of the lift up a bit of the carpet to see if there's anything under.
It lifts up, and the floor under the carpet is more dust free than the rest of the floor, but nothing else remarkable about it.
All right, I'm going to step onto the carpet.
Okay.
And examine the pedestal for traps.
Okay. Well, the top of the pedestal has, like I said, an hourglass on one part of it. In the middle of it, there's sort of a raised button. It's about the size of your palm. And the button has what looks like a handprint on it. And then there's just sort of an hourglass that looks like it's got part of it affixed to the pedestal, but you can like turn the hourglass, upside down and start it going if you wish.
I have an idea about what this might be. Atticus, what say you? You're investigating this.
I don't have any particular special vision, but well, I'm over here looking at the suit of armor. Is there anything special about it? I'm trying to see if it's like what's holding all the joints together. Is it wired together? Is there something seeming to be in it, like a skeleton?
It looks empty.
Okay.
You can't tell what's holding it together. It's kind of just standing there. And like I said, it's about 8 feet tall, so it's pretty large.
It's very large. Okay. I want to go around it. And is it on some kind of pedestal at all?
No.
Okay. I want to go around it and just looking carefully at the armor, seeing if there's any inscriptions and looking like, is this actually a suit of armor or is it a statue of a suit of armor?
You can't tell. It looks like a real suit of armor, but you can't figure out how it's standing there.
Wow. Okay. Let me note if I have anything in my backpack real quick. Yes, I'm gonna cut off a bit of my rope and I'm gonna tie its feet together.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go and do the same thing to the other one too.
Okay, sounds good. They now have their feet tied together, both of them.
Well, now that that's happened, I confidently stride into the room.
Okay, the human cleric pauses at the door and kind of peeks in. I don't know, guys, should I come in?
Don't worry, it's safe.
You sure?
No. I mean, yes.
Oh, well, okay then. So he comes in. Nothing seems to happen.
This could be some kind of training room where you flip the timer on and then you've got to defeat the two things and then push the button to say you've done the thing.
Oh.
Okay, at that moment, a steel door descends over the door you just came through and over the door to the east.
Well, now look what you've done, human. You came in through the door and it shut down behind you.
I will never go through another door ever again.
It's something about this group of players. I don't think it's the characters we're using, but doors are the bane of us.
Yep.
Bert, you're muted.
Sorry, I have a button set up and the button's apparently not working. Did anyone touch the hourglass, flip it, or look to see if there were any inscriptions on it?
No.
Okay, well, once I'm done tying up the feet of this thing, I would be heading in that direction. And is this a carpet that's underneath it?
Yes.
All right. Somebody roll up the edges of their carpet and see if there's anything under their carpet too.
Okay.
Dangerous job, but I can do that.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing like I said, the floor underneath the carpet is cleaner than the rest of the floor. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't looks like a carpet.
So there's the obvious question.
What's the obvious question?
What happens when I do this? Push the button.
Okay.
Let's
When
get on
you
with
press
it.
the button, let's see here. You hear sort of a click and a whir, and numbers appear on the above the door to the east, and they're sort of in a spiral, counting down from 20 all the way down to 1. All 20 numbers are lit up, and they're sort of lit up blue. And after a couple of you hear this sound of like a ticking clock.
Is the
And-
hourglass flipped over or anything? Or is it still
No.
just...
No. And after about 10 seconds, the number 20 goes dark. And after another 10 seconds, the number 19 goes dark.
It's obviously counting down.
Then the number 18 goes dark.
Do you want to try the steel gate and see if you can move it there, Atticus? Or who's the strongest?
I'm fairly strong. I will try. Actually, before I
Alright.
try, I will look for any kind of lever that might be around, or any like either on this side or on the other side of the gate to raise it.
You don't see anything.
Okay, then I will try and lift the gate.
Okay.
Hidden bars lift gates.
Go ahead and make a strength roll in the tower, please, and the number 17 disappears.
Oh.
Okay. You try with all your might and doesn't budge.
No, I can't do this. It doesn't budge at all. Like it doesn't move in the least bit.
I mean, you can almost like get your fingers under it,
Mm-hmm.
but just enough. Like you couldn't push them all the way under the door, and nothing's coming up. The number 16 disappears.
I will stride confidently over to one of the two tied up mannequin armor statue things and bonk it on the head.
You hear a metallic, clang.
We'll try the
Nothing
hourglass.
else light it up. I defeated the enemy. No, all right.
The number 16 disappears.
Try flipping the hourglass.
Okay, nothing seems to happen. The number 14 disappears.
This
There you
port. So there's a portcullis that's blocking this doorway, right?
No, it's a solid steel like door that just.
Oh no,
like,
it's a
came
steel
down.
door. Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear.
Okay. I think we should not be in this room when that countdown hits to 0, but I would like to see what happens.
There's no exit.
Did this one barred behind us?
Yes.
Another steel door, came down over that. So yeah,
Okay.
you're trapped in the room.
Is there
the
anything
port-
else on this pillar at all? There's the button and like the hourglass. Is there anything else on there that I missed in the description?
Nope.
Okay.
Did the button stay depressed or did it pop back up?
No, it pops back up. And the 13 disappears.
I'll push the button again.
Okay. So all 20 numbers are now on.
Okay.
Maybe this is a room designed to teach us patience? We do have to wait until they all disappear now?
20 disappears.
I need to disappear for a moment, but I'll push the button if it gets down to 10 unless instructed otherwise.
Okay. 19 disappears.
I'm going to go and investigate the walls of the around down the bottom here at the south, if that's what we're calling it.
Okay.
Just to see, if there's any buttons on the wall that we could press or anything.
I want to remove one of the helmets from these suits of armor, the one that I'm next to up here.
You are unable to move it. And you
does it have the visor?
It does. You can push the visor up.
Okay.
There's nothing in it.
There's nothing in it, but the visor is up.
Yes.
All right. Let me see what I can pour in there.
You run your hand sort of along the wall, along the bottom and the middle, and you find nothing out of the ordinary. The 17 disappears.
And yeah,
The 16 disappears.
I have a grappling hook. I drop the grappling hook down the visor, let it clang around until it hooks on something real good. Then I spool out some line.
Okay, yeah, I imagine it drops. Gosh, I really didn't expect you to do that. It drops down to where one of the leg joints is and catches on.
That way, if this thing starts moving, I can yank it and his legs are bound.
The 15 disappears.
I'm baffled.
Yeah, as I was saying,
we can
maybe
let it
it's
run
patient.
out.
Yeah, but maybe we just need to learn patience and let it run out.
Okay, I'll let it run out then.
Unless anybody has some other genius idea, that is what my 18 intelligence is telling me to do. Trigger the trap.
The 11 disappears. The lights go the lights go dim. There's some kind of weird just light in this room anyway, and it dims down about halfway and the numbers turn red.
There's no scorch marks on the floor or anything like that over there.
You look around and no, there's not.
I mean, there's a carpet here, so it's not as if it's caught on fire. Unless the carpet, I investigate the carpet. Is it made of an indestructible material?
Does it say flame retardant on the tag?
It doesn't. It looks like someone removed the little tag that says, "Please do not remove this tag under penalty of law."
Criminal murder whoever.
But no, how are you going to test if it's indestructible?
I don't know.
Just stab it with a dagger or something.
Yeah, I could do, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, you stab with the dagger, no difficulties.
All
The
right.
9 disappears.
Yeah, no, I'm baffled.
Yeah, this is just to get us to think something horrible is going to happen, and then we'll panic and try and beat our way out. But no, nothing bad's going to happen. We're just going to stand here confidently and wait to be gassed. I mean,
The 8 disappears.
So, Bill, did you have another adventure to run after you kill us?
The numbers turn a fiery orange, and the light becomes almost non-existent. Atticus, you are standing by the door to the north, and you can sense that it's vibrating a little bit.
I think this might be one of them there rooms that move around.
find out.
7 disappears.
7.
The 6 disappears.
I'm just going to stand here with my rope ready to yank that thing down.
I'm standing by the pedestal, ready to duck down, so I'm lower than the pedestal. So if something comes down, it'll be stopped by the pedestal.
The 5 disappears.
So that's a good point. Look up. Is there anything on the ceiling?
Don't look up. Never look.
There's none. It's a 15-foot high ceiling, just like the other room. When the 5 disappears, the lights in the room goes completely out.
Okay.
The numbers get brighter, and the room starts to shake a little bit, and you hear this sort of like alarm start going off.
Someone left the damn car alarm on again. How do you know that happens? We got nothing here. But
I think this is just a giant trick.
Then the 4 disappears.
A cower. Ah.
So when you say the lights all go out, does my vision still work?
Yes, but you can tell that the light is gone. If you don't have dark vision, then the room is entirely dark except for the light, the numbers above the door. And
I'll call out if any of these things start moving. I can see all right.
Well, the number 3 disappears. It's evident that both both doors are vibrating harder. You can hear the sound of like metal grinding against stone, and the suits of armor like just stomp in place.
Yeah. Okay.
They're tied up, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just wet.
We got nothing, Bill. Keep going.
There's a sort of wail like that of a banshee or something. The door to the east lifts up about 1.5 inches, and this really foul-smelling steam comes out of it.
That's never good.
Then the 1 disappears.
Bye, 1.
And, everything just stops. And then the lights turn back on.
Mm-hmm.
Both steel doors raise up.
Both do?
Yes.
Okay.
And the numbers disappear. They're all gone.
Okay. Well, that's it then. Let's go.
This appears to be the scaring room.
I'm going to
All
take
right.
the end of my rope, and I'm going to go over to the opposite suit of armor, and I'm going to thread the rope through the visor so that they're now hooked up head to head, and their legs are tied.
Okay. You were able to do so.
And
Make sure to
then-
duck underneath that rope while walking to the door.
Yep, let's check out that door.
Okay. You just check out the door. You open it.
I thought you said it opened. It was opened. Is it? So it's not opened?
No, the steel door that was it that
Oh,
came
the
down
steel
in front
door
of the
is-
other door
okay.
raises up.
Then I do open it.
Okay. There's a darkened hallway. Let me uncover some more of this here.
Okay.
No. That looks like a
Nope.
corridor.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's-
you see a corridor that goes down quite a ways, and in the middle of the hallway on the east side, there is a door.
There is. Oh, up there. Right. Yes.
Yeah. Assuming nothing happens, I'm going to go listen at the door.
we can't
can't-
move into the hallway.
Really?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. All right. Let's see.
There appears to be an invisible barrier. Let me dispel it with my great magics.
There's one line of black.
All right, try
There
it
we
now.
go.
See, great magics.
Wow,
one
you
line
are
of-
wise and powerful, sir.
Yep.
I listen at the door.
This looks like it L's at the top here, right?
Yes.
I want to look down that passage before we do anything else. So I don't want anything coming up behind us.
Okay.
So, we'll go up and take a look.
So you think it squiggles down back to the room where he started in?
Well, there's a door at the end of the hall. At the end of the hallway there.
Okay.
Does that work? Nope.
Okay, come back down. See. Yeah, it's another door.
Oh, there you go. That's what I want.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
Give me just a second, guys.
Okay.
We push Atticus into the room.
Is the door unlocked? I test the door.
It does appear unlocked. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. What the hell? Ignoring the fact that we're now down one fighter, I open the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is some room to uncover here.
I wonder if those two rooms are supposed to join in, supposed to have one in one room and one in the other room and do something together. Yeah, who knows?
Sorry, neighbor stopped by. Oh, it looks like you opened a door.
Yep. So you open the door. Let's see here. The room seems silent except for the crackling of the two braziers behind the sarcophagus in the middle of the room. There are patches of the floor that have skulls on them. These little squares that are different colored, you see, that are brown. Those have like skulls inscribed on it and some weird writing.
You know, I'm seeing a lot of creepy crap, but I'm not seeing any treasure. I think we were sold just a bad bill of sale here.
Might be. There is a door. There is a door on the east end of the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go check. Oh, you're already in the room. Okay. Oh well.
I just think that I'm not stepping on any of the skulls.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
I will draw my bow, then put away the sword, and be here at the doorway. I'm going to provide cover fire. Cover fire.
We'll step into the room and hope that
I can't cover you both.
Well, I'm just stand here. It's just so that I can see. I don't want to stand in the doorway in case those big metal things come down and squish us.
Oh shoot, that's true. I will step inside too then, but just stay right.
Got him!
Oh no!
Don't forget to look up. Such worrying. Being a halfling, I'm much closer to the floor and worried about what's down there than what's above.
Oh.
You said, I'm sorry, you were looking at the floor?
Oh, no, Junior, as a halfling, I'm more worried about what's down my level. But yeah, I'll look and see. Are these actually like trapdoors or something with skulls on them, or just?
No, they're just different. They have some weird writing on them that you can't read.
Damn, I'm not level 4.
Yeah.
It's given me an innate ability to read things. I'll ask the cleric to have a look at the sarcophagus and give his clerical opinion of what the deal is with that.
Okay. He comes over, he looks at it and is like, can't read this writing. And he touches the sarcophagus, and this sort of like emanates from it. So he moves back, and the sarcophagus lid is thrown over. And there, this sort of ancient mummy comes up from the sarcophagus and just looks menacingly.
Arrow through the head.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Let's see if this works. 19.
That'll hit, yeah.
6 points of damage. Woo!
Done.
Now, what kind of bow is this you were using?
Short bow.
Okay.
It is not magical, if that's what you're asking. And I don't think I have magical arrows. Actually, let me check my inventory. I do not have magic arrows.
I'm going to say it affects it anyway, because that's ridiculous. All right, so there's an arrow sticking in its head, and it turns towards you, and everybody should roll initiative.
Well,
one should roll initiative.
Richard, why don't you roll initiative for the group?
Because I'm horrible and shouldn't do that.
That's exactly why he asked.
No, I got a 2 this time. Twice as good as last time I rolled.
And let me see where his initiative is. Let's see if there's a way on the combat tracker to do this. Yes, there is. Well, I'm just going to roll a d6 because that's the way I usually do it.
I think you should be able to grab the number and drop it on the order.
I don't see an initiative on the thing, and he rolled a 6.
It says order.
Okay. So he's going to step out, and since he sees the cleric, he's going to come on over there.
Ignoring the fact that this elf put the arrow in his head?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was trying to move the token on Bert's map there.
Gotcha.
So he steps out and comes over here, and we'll strike at the human cleric, and we'll of course miss.
Yeah, that's the way we roll.
And Atticus, what are you doing?
The cleric's engaged with it, so I don't want to fire into melee, so I am going to...
I don't know if this takes that into account.
Well, even so, I don't... Nah, I'm going to take another shot at it with my bow.
Okay. Don't roll a 1.
How about a 1?
Okay. Roll damage on the cleric.
Aren't you glad we brought them along?
1. I nicked him.
Okay. So he takes a point of damage. He's like, hey!
Well, maybe if your ears were so damn big.
Okay, Flintwort, what are you doing?
I have this vial of holy water. I have a creature I think normally can be affected by holy water. So I'm going to try throwing holy water at it.
Yeah, just make a regular ranged attack against it.
I've got this sling here, so I'm just going to use that to do the attack. I think that's a miss.
You will miss, yes. The
vial
of holy water splashes against the wall and breaks.
Oh, so much for that then. Strike that off. Done.
Okay. What about you, human?
Well, Human will unleash his arcane mastery and use magic missile.
All right.
That appears
That's
to be
the
the
charm
spell.
monster.
I don't have that. There are two different versions of it apparently. Either I roll to hit and do 1d6 damage, or I don't and I do 1d4. Which one?
That's up to you.
That's up to me, is it? Okay, because it
Yeah.
says at the GM's discretion. Or referee's discretion. The way I'm rolling, I'm just going to do 1d4 damage.
Okay.
Or 1d4 plus 1.
Go for it.
Can I just press this button?
Roll it onto the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There's
3.
And
I'll add the damage to him.
I was going to say I should just be able to drop it onto him.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
If you've done that.
slams into him. And the
Yow.
human cleric is not going to try to turn it. He is going to. What's he going to do? Come on now. He's going to use his mace. And will miss. Okay, so next round, I guess we have to roll again.
Who do you want to roll?
Sounds good.
I don't know. Let's have you roll this time, Bert.
5.
Okay, you guys have a 5. He has a 4. So you guys go first this round.
All right. Let's drop
What are
my
you gonna do?
bow. Drop my bow. Pulling out my bastard sword, and I'll charge in. And if I can also attack, I will also attack. But you tell me.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. In which case, have at you, ancient mummy. 16.
That will miss.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Seamus, what are you doing?
Check something. Can I backstab the mummy?
Yes, because he's facing the cleric right now.
Okay, how do I do that then?
Roll an attack. Put a 4 in the modifier box. That'll add a +4.
I don't get a modifier box.
Okay, on the bottom of the right underneath the chat window, there's where you have all the dice. And then there's a box that says modifier. Put a 4 in that.
Okay. +4. All right.
And then just roll your attack.
That should hit.
Yes, that's a 20. So you do double damage. Just roll damage, and I'll double it.
Yep. Okay. Behold the 1. Well, I'll do the damage on it once, and you can worry about adding another 2 points on top of that. Whoa!
Okay. I will do that. So you do 4 points to him. Okay. And Human, what are you doing?
Human knows his limitations and has reached them. With regard to magic spellcasting, at least. So I guess Human will run like around the sarcophagus and over to here again, and then try and push the blazing brazier onto the hopefully desiccated mummy that will catch fire easily.
Nice. Make sort of a ranged attack on him then.
Oh,
Nice.
well, I mean,
You know what? No, I'm going to say you push it over. He's going to get to make a dex roll to see if he can avoid it. And let's do that. It doesn't have his stats listed here. Yeah, it does. Here we go. Okay. Okay, he is not able to avoid it. So let's say it does 1d10 damage to him as it catches him on fire.
all right. Yeah. Oh, Ah! I dropped it onto the tracker and it came up a 10, but it did not register on him.
Okay, well, if it came up a
So
10,
I've rolled again and it's a 9. I'm happy with rolling a second time and doing it. That's fine.
all right. All right, yeah, he's looking pretty
Toasty.
haggard here. The human cleric is going to kind of and then try to move away. So let's do that. And he will miss. Sort of move away here. Kind of fighting retreat type. And then it'll be the mummy's turn, who will feel this stab in his back and turn around and swipe at the thief here.
Got a good chance of hitting me.
And will miss. Jesus.
Woo!
All right.
I ducked under the blow.
So next round. Someone rolling. I guess Jameis, you roll this time. I'll roll for them.
5.
3. Okay, so you guys are gonna go first.
Do you want to just say we put it out of our misery?
And oops. And two skeletons drop down from the ceiling into the room.
Now he can turn undead.
They can't move yet. Okay, so Atticus, what are you doing?
Okay, your thing's still blazing, but it's moving. My bastard sword's got a bit of length on it, so I am going to attack it again.
Double miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're a blazing target. How would I miss?
By rolling an 8.
You're distracted by the skeletons. That's what it was. Okay, Flintwort, what are you doing?
Can I move behind it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Sound dubious. Roll on to the right person. No, it's a miss.
I will miss, yes.
I nearly dropped it on Atticus.
Okay. Human, you were up first. I want you to roll a d10, which will tell me how much fire damage it will take this round.
Ah, okay, all right. Hiya. 2 amazing points. If that did that, it's 2. Even if it didn't register on the thing.
Okay. All right, and the cleric will try and turn undead.
Mm-hmm. Is that what that turn skull icon is on the character sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you rolled a 19, so that certainly does turn them.
Does it turn the mummy?
It does not turn the mummy, no.
Oh, well.
And so the skeletons will not do anything this round, except he will try to move farther away. And that one is already far away from that, so that one won't move. The mummy, however, well, let's see who he's going to attack. 1 to 2, it's human. 3 to 4, it's Atticus. 5 to 6, it's Flintwort. And it will be 4, so it will be Atticus.
Atticus.
He'll swipe at you. Okay, he will hit. Might be it.
Just needs to do 8 points of damage.
No, he doesn't kill him. He takes 7. He takes 7 points of damage. And normally I would have you make a saving throw, but it doesn't really matter because the adventure will be over before you would suffer the effects of mummy rot.
We want to know. We want to know. Does he?
Okay.
Just know months from now you'll have bits falling off yourself. But that's
Oh,
months
no.
from now.
We can
Likely
use
you'll have your throat cut in a bar fight before then.
Yeah.
You
We're going
know,
to just step back and play this card on him. Fine.
okay, so next round, I guess, who rolled initiative last round?
Jameis did.
Jameis.
Okay, so Richard, go ahead and roll initiative for your side. 4.
Oh wow, I did good.
All right, so you guys go first.
The mummy's still standing there.
He is
Burning.
still standing there. Richard,
geez.
or, I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead then.
All right. Well, I'm going to attack the mummy again because it's still standing there, refusing to die. Ah!
He died once already.
And it will miss.
No, not
Okay.
3, 4. 4. Woo! Net 20.
Okay, so that's good. What's your max
Six.
damage for the backstab? That was a backstab. I'm
Oh,
assuming.
backstab, max damage is the normal damage. 12 ultimately all up. Once you double
So
the
12 would be the max damage on that. So then you get another die's worth of damage added to that.
Okay.
So roll damage on it, and then I will add 12 points to it.
Okay, 2.
Okay, so it's gonna take 14 points. And guess what? Oh no.
It's gone round to wounded again.
And that puts it down. So describe to me how the mummy bites it.
Well, it's on fire, it's flaming, and I just cut out its knees from underneath it, causing it to collapse down on itself with massive bandage and flame and desiccation.
Okay. As you do that, the door behind you opens slightly.
Uh-oh.
And in comes a Cyclops. What?
And there's a big room with lots of treasure.
I'll never live to see it.
Never lived to spend it. You just saw it.
So yeah, I put a lot of gold here because, whatever. It's got, you can look all around. I'll put this in the, party sheet, although I need to put you guys on the party sheet too. But you would have a piles of coins, about 2,000 gold, about 4,000 silver, a +1 bastard sword, a bag of holding, and a ring of fire resistance.
And unfortunately, you all died before you could use it.
What? What are you talking about? Jump person. Use it on you.
Tell me something better.
So they that's it, except for that one room that you guys didn't go in.
Well, there's 2 rooms we didn't go in, right? Oh, I suppose it might be a corridor. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
symmetrical.
just a quarter.
Oh.
Uncover that.
Well, should we go and investigate this other room, seeing as we have
Half hour? Sure. Why not?
half an hour or so? Yeah.
I mean, my 10 kids will leave me in about half an hour. So, let's get some gold so they can eat and then Check out this room.
All right, let me.
I don't expect there's anything in there, but
Yeah, who knows? Ooh, that looks interesting. Oh, we went the boring room.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, let me open
Come
up.
on, you
It's
weirdo.
the conference room of the damned. They've got 3-year-old donuts and stale coffee.
And pins that
This
don't work, no matter
adventure
how much
should
you
have
say
been an email.
Yes.
So there's room. This room is very dusty and very quiet. There's cobwebs and dust all over the place. There are lots and lots and lots of books.
Don't trust in books. Burn them.
No, they might be magical in nature, where I could learn another spell. Or they could just be full of dry, boring minutes of meetings that were held in this room. You're right.
If only there was some way to know. Oh, well.
If only any one of us could read.
Actually, I think I can read.
Yes.
Wait,
that's
no, I
right.
can't. Never mind, I can't.
Think you can read.
I can read the pretty pictures.
There are various books in here. One is called The History of the Ancient World.
Oops.
One of them is called The Language of the Gods. And if you had come here before you'd gone to the mummy room, you would have been able to read the language on the and spent some time reading it and been of sufficient intelligence. You would have been able to read the writing on the floor by the skulls that says, "Turn back, disturb not the dead, lest ye be destroyed for all eternity."
So lies.
Yeah, we would have just ignored that anyway.
And there's also there's a
I got
book
number
about
15.
the ritual of mummification. There are also 2 scrolls in here. One is a scroll of magic missile, and the other, just because I like it and I'm going to use it in my games, is a scroll of Radnor's dyspeptic bowels.
No. The multiverse. Things are crashing into one another and taking over all different places.
Atticus, why don't you make me a saving throw?
Saving throw. Where's saves on here?
And the main sheet, first page, you've got save on the sort of.
Yeah, there's just one save.
Go to right of intelligence, off to the far right of intelligence.
Save. I see it. 7.
Okay. If there are a couple of creatures here, and you see these sort of black masses. Just one of them. Let me show them here. Okay, the one in the corner stands up and looks like a completely black figure of a humanoid wearing a robe. The other one just kind of is an ooze on the floor. And Bert, you forget everything from the last 24 hours.
Duh.
There was no gold.
And there were 9 kids. 9.
And you don't know you have mummy rot.
I was never hit, so
no, you would never go to a doctor's and get that diagnosed.
So, yeah, that's basically it. I wanted to test out the new Swords and Wizardry rule set. Evidently, I need to learn more about how line of sight works in Fantasy Grounds Unity.
Who knows?
Because the not being able to go through doors even once I opened them was a little irritating.
Yep.
Otherwise, that would have been really cool.
Yeah. Actually, the
Yeah.
table, other than the initial problem of getting online with it, it actually worked pretty fine tonight.
Huh.
I would certainly like to use it more. I need to do a crash course on how to use it myself. But yeah, it is pretty neat.
So what were we supposed to do in that other room then with the countdown? Because I got
Oh,
no idea.
that was it. Richard had it when he was
Yep.
like, "Oh, I think this is just trying to make us think something's going to happen." I wanted to have a puzzle room, and it was a choice between that and the thing where you have two doors and one leads to damnation, one leads to salvation, and only one guard tells the truth. And it just seemed, I don't know, my mind for puzzles.
This day and age, that you go, okay, did I just stab you? Yes or no? No. Okay, well.
Well, I mean, the conceit is you only get one question, so you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and the age-old thing about that is that one of the guards is the one who tells you that one tells a lie and one tells the truth. So how do you know he's not lying? So the whole thing is, yeah, the whole thing is wrong from the start.
It's on a sign on the wall. I think that's how they did in Doctor Who. They had it on instructions up on the wall or something to go, aha, one tells you, one tells a lie.
Yeah, that riddle's actually it's kind of easy, and I didn't, I was like, nah, that's not as interesting, because basically you ask one of the guards, where will that guy tell me to go?
Yeah. But I
You
mean,
go the
it's
opposite
such
way.
a classic,
Yeah.
a classic puzzle that everybody has heard it now. I mean, it's not-
That's why you get the alternatives of I stab you and are you telling the truth and stuff. That's
Yep.
That's what they were now.
Yeah, that was the coolest one I've heard is you kill one of the guards and you ask the other guard, is he dead?
Wow. So yeah, that's the adventure.
Cool.
And we don't need to remember there's loot, so yeah.
Human and Flintworth.
Flintwort. You should know.
Flintwort. Sorry, I can't even see. I can't.
It was
Cal's Bane.
Yes, I did. That is true. We split the treasure 50-50.
It's like, yeah, I guess we're going now, guys. Guess it was a bust.
Well, it was.
Catch up with
we
you
came
later,
to the
I
room
guess.
where all the knowledge was. The real treasure was the knowledge.
Let me. This would be interesting. Why don't I have Human and Flintwort make saving throws too?
Okay.
Oh, we never know anything.
Oh, it's a high save.
It's still a failure. Is this a spell-like effect?
No. Now, yes. I'm going to say yes.
I get a +2 to whatever this is then.
All right.
I succeed anyway.
Yeah.
I split the treasure one way.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got a cleric. I split the treasure 2 ways.
No, the cleric rolled like a 5, so
I split the treasure
only one that realizes there's treasure. The other creature, what he does is he turns into a shape like a humanoid and he starts casting first level spells. But he only has like 3 hit points, so you can kill him really easily.
So he's a standard wizard or magic user, you mean?
Yep.
Something like that, yeah.
Cool. So what rule set is this? Is this Swords and Wizardry rule set?
Yes, this is the official Swords and Wizardry rule set, which is now owned by, I forget the name of the company, but it's Matt Finch kind of broke off from Frog God, and he owns it now. So.
Okay. Now, is this a free module or is this a purchasable module for Fantasy Grounds?
What the rule set?
Yeah.
The rule set itself is free, but the books, you can get the official rule books for it, and I believe they are. If you buy all 3 of them, it's like $25 or something. It's not very much. And when I was working with it, creating this, it was real easy to get things like, hit points and attacks and all that. I noticed something interesting that some of the other rule sets don't do. Like if you have 10 hit points and you take 2 points of damage, whereas before you would have to, in other rule sets, or at least in Fantasy Grounds Classic, it still shows your max hit points and then it shows how many wounds you have. This will show how many wounds you have, but then it'll list, like for you, Atticus, you took 7 points of damage, so it lists you as having 1 hit point. So it does that, and the other rule sets that I've used haven't done that. So I don't know if that's changed now, if that's a new thing, or if that's just something that Swords and Wizardry does.
Okay. Good enough. Yeah, that works. Well, thank you for the diversion tonight, Bill. I appreciate you filling in so I could get a little break, and we will come back. I believe Dion's back next week. If so, we will return to BX D&D. If not, maybe I'll run something as well.
For now, we have a dragon friend.
Good stuff. All right, I guess that's it. Bill, you having anything else you're doing out there for the Frog Gods?
Yeah, still running Lost City of Baracus. I believe we have a session coming up this Wednesday.
Which you guys don't stream or record?
No, we don't.
Okay.
And I'm also got my own game of Dwaro Deep running. We had our first player casualty last week. They kept going back to the same place, so the powers that be sent a party of Dwergar up, and they kidnapped the druid and took him deeper into the complex. So, and I think the party wants to follow him, so that should be interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what's going on. If you feel like playing in that, and get a hold of me, and you can play.
Sounds good. And Richard, still streaming? You can get a stream tonight.
I am streaming. I have been streaming Monkey Island most of this week, and then switched over to a horror point-and-click game called The Excavation of a Hob Sparrow, which I will be playing later on. Well, my morning, your middle of the night, I guess. You can find me playing those games badly here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now.
Limited time
offer.
No
bells. Yeah.
We are still so good at that.
When are you streaming that, Richard?
I will be streaming that in 4.25 hours, approximately.
Okay.
All right. And Jameis's blog is right there. You got anything interesting on the blog lately?
I haven't done anything this week because just been busy doing other stuff. And there's still over 10 years worth of nonsense on there to go through if you really want. Otherwise, you can sort of generally catch me hanging out with Richard on his channel, poking fun at whatever it is he does.
Yep. And all of our social stuff is here. Links, go to BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. All of our social links are there, as well as 13 years of audio broadcasts. Fun stuff. I'm old. Right. Thanks again, Bill. And good night, everybody.
Thanks, Bill.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.